I know what you're thinking. Another pixelated game? Get it out of here! Out of my face, shoot! A lot of indie titles wave the word retro around while having barely anything retro about them. And then comes along this gem, MURI. This game perfectly nails the retro style of a game. It draws inspiration from old MS-DOS apogee titles like Commander Keen and Duke Nukem. But why is this game different than the other pixelated indies? Well, it's deliberate. It's retro done right. Everything in the game is designed around getting the same kind of look, feel and sound as an old MS-DOS game, with all the hardware and software limitations of a 90s personal computer. It aims for authenticity. And heck, it nails it. This could have been a real game in the 90s. Equipped with a super-powered suit, you venture trying to find out why Mars disappeared and why robotic toasters have taken over Earth. Like the old games, it uses a limited color palette with a whopping number of 16 colors. Fuck yeah! A tiny resolution, frames kept at 16 FPS and very simple sprite animations. Even the UI design looks nearly the same as Duke Nukem. Hell, I'd go as far and say it's almost a Duke Nukem 1 clone. A good clone, that is. All the sounds are digitized PC speaker sounds. If you never heard a PC speaker SFX, here's a sample. Charming. There's no music though, but I think with the capabilities of the PC speaker, that's for the best of us. The character controls are very tight, you gain no momentum while moving. Jumping feels very stiff too. The moment you let go of the jump button, your character will immediately start falling. Movement feels a bit choppy, but this has to do a lot with the 16 FPS cap, just like old games. But if you prefer to, you can turn on the turbo mode, which is a lot smoother. Of course, you can also shoot baddies with an array of various weapons and a basic gun, shooting lemons. Levels are non-linear, meaning you can go almost in any direction you want and still end up at the exit door. They are filled full of secrets within hidden walls, all for that high score. They're also filled with spikes and other enemies that might cause a painful loss of life. Don't worry about getting lost though, there's a lot of subtle hints to get to the exit. The only goal of every level is to get to the exit and defeat a boss at the end of one of the 4 chapters, uncovering the story bit by bit. And to rack up damn points. All this makes a 100% pure retro nostalgic old school game that is MURI. A great platformer action game where your skills count and where the challenge is. If you're craving for some old PC games from the MS-DOS era, I suggest to pick it up and give it a spin.